Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to use a character you all know and love to talk about something, well, something pretty deep. We're going to explore how we can break free from the patterns that keep us stuck. And believe it or not, it all starts with a video game.
So let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like you're just stuck in a loop? Like you're playing the same level of your life over and over again? You keep running into the same walls, the same obstacles, and you keep getting the same results. It's a feeling we all know. And today we're going to look at it from a completely different angle.
And that angle is Mario. Yup, the one and only. We're going to use this super simple, classic video game to get a handle on the really complex journey of human awareness. It might sound a little out there, but trust me, it's a really powerful way to see ourselves. Okay, so just think about it for a second. When we sit down to play, we're the ones who turn on the power. We create his entire world with the push of a button. But from Mario's perspective, his world just exists. He has absolutely no idea that there's this entire other dimension, this outside force controlling his every move.
So that brings us to what it's actually like to be Mario. I mean, he is completely living inside the game. It's a world with very specific rules, enemies that follow the same path, and a goal that never changes. He's basically living inside a script someone else wrote.
Everything Mario believes to be true, it's all built from what's programmed into the game. He can't even imagine anything beyond the Mushroom Kingdom or the Koopa Troopas. His entire reality is confined to the lines of code. And this quote, this just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly shows the absolute boundary of his knowledge. If you could ask Mario, what's the meaning of life? The only answer he could possibly give you would come from inside his world. This is the absolute limit of his programmed truth. But then, imagine something changes. Imagine a glitch happens, something not in the original plan. And this isn't just some random error, it's an event that is about to change Mario's world forever. All of a sudden, Mario starts to remember. He doesn't just respawn with a totally clean slate anymore. No, he remembers falling into that pit. He starts to recognize the patterns. There's this little voice in his head that goes, wait a minute, we've done this before. And then comes the big moment. The game is on the demo screen, right? It's just supposed to be running its automatic preset script. But Mario does something impossible. He jumps over that turtle without anyone touching the controller. No player is telling him to. It's an action born purely from memory and a new kind of instinct. Now, this is so important. That glitch, it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's the birth of consciousness. It's the very first moment that Mario stops being just a character in a game and starts to become aware of the loop he's trapped inside. And once that little spark of awareness is there, everything shifts. The game goes from being a passive demo just running on repeat to a real game. This slide just lays it out perfectly. Before that glitch, he was in demo mode, right? It was all automatic, all scripted. He was totally trapped. But with awareness, the real game starts. Now there's choice. Now there's a little bit of control. He's not just a puppet anymore. And here's the thing. Awareness doesn't just magically make the problems go away. The world is still the same. The pits are still there. The turtles are still walking back and forth. But for the very first time, Mario has the power to choose a different way to handle them. And this right here is where it all comes back to us. Because this whole story was never really about a video game character. It's always been about us. We all have our own loops. We all have those pits we fall into over and over, Whether it's a pattern of addiction or pain or self-destruction or just getting stuck in regret. We run these scripts, often without even realizing we're doing it, just like Mario in demo mode. But then, maybe one day, something happens. We finally see the pattern for what it is. And a voice deep inside of us finally makes a decision. It says, enough, no more. I will not keep dying in the same way anymore. That decision, that no more, that's our Mario jumping the turtle moment. That is the exact instant our soul breaks free from the old programming and finally starts playing the game for itself. So, what do we take away from all this? Well, first, awareness is the gift. You have to see the game. You can't change a pattern if you don't even know you're in one. Seeing it is always the first, most important step. And once you see that pattern, that's when you get your power back. That's when you unlock the controller. You get the power of choice, the ability to respond instead of just mindlessly reacting. That's when you really start playing. And finally, when you start using that choice,
when you consciously decide to break the old script. That's where the growth happens. You're not stuck in the demo loop anymore. You're playing the real game, and every choice you make is building a new future.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Think about your own life, your own loops. What's that one pattern, that one obstacle that you can finally see clearly now? What hurdle are you finally ready to jump over, all on your own?